Welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. I am so excited to be here with you today. Today I have a fabulous recipe for you. It's Mexican tortilla soup. Now I looked it up on Google and they did not know exactly where it originated, but it did say it came out of an area in Mexico City, Mexico. It traditionally is made in a chicken broth with onions, tomatoes, garlic, green chilies, and crispy tortilla strips. So that's what I am making today. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, some of the chefs have put some additions at the very end now, like avocado, crema, onion, cilantro. So you're going to pick and choose what you want to put on. But you know what? Let's get up and go to the kitchen. These are the ingredients that you will need. You'll need 2 cups of shredded chicken, which I have right here. You'll need 6 cups of chicken broth, and you'll need 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. Tomato paste, you'll need these green chilies, you'll need a 1/3 cup of diced white onion, salt, pepper, chili powder, oregano, avocado oil, and these are just for the condiments at the very end. Some cojita cheese, some lime slices, avocado, and some corn tortillas, and I think that is it. Oh, those 2 garlic cloves there, and that is it. First, turn your flame onto medium. I have it on, and I'm going to drizzle, I'd say about a healthy tablespoon of avocado oil. Now you can use vegetable oil if you want, but I'm using avocado oil. I'm putting my 1/3 cup of diced minced white onions, and I'm going to saute that just for a little bit, and then we are going to add our 2 cloves that have been minced very small. So just till these get a little translucent, and then we'll add our garlic. So it's been about 35-40 seconds, and I'm going to add the 2 garlic cloves that I minced very small. And this is just literally going to be probably 15 seconds. And then I'm going to add in the chili powder, which is 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And here it goes. And I'm going to lower the flame just a little. And there it is. This is a pretty fast soup here. The next thing we're going to do is add our 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and then the whole can of the tomatoes, the chopped tomatoes. We're adding that in, and we're going to stir this. I'm going to put it back up to a medium because we want to get this to a rolling boil, because we're going to add our chicken broth. I'll be right back. Now I'm going to add the green chilies, the diced green chilies. Everything's going pretty fast. This is actually a really nice, fast soup. And right after that, we're going to add the 6 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to get started. I put all the broth in, and we're going to bring this to a rolling boil. I'm going to put the 1/2 teaspoon of crushed oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, we can taste the salt later. We're just putting a little bit for now so you can taste it later. We're putting a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and that's all for the spices. We're going to bring this to a rolling boil, and I will be back. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for the soup to come to a rolling boil, we're going to slice our corn tortillas. Now, I have some little mini street taco tortillas, but whatever you have, any corn tortillas. So I'm cutting them into thin strips here, and we're going to fry these in just a little bit of vegetable oil. So this is kind of just a little garnish for the top. So now I'm just going to, I cut them in long strips, and now I'm just going to cut them in half. And we're going to fry them in some vegetable oil. This is another garnish that you can use for the top of your Mexican tortilla soup. I'm just going to go all the way around, and I'm going to slice some avocado. I'm just going to go down into little lines all the way down, and it brings it really nice when we just scoop it out. It'll be in long little beautiful slices. So this is how I do it. So if you want to try it, you can, and then it'll be ready for our garnish. So here I go. I'm going to carefully just try to scoop it all the way from the bottom, going sideways, and there it is. We've got our nice beautiful pieces, and we'll use this for the top of our tortilla soup. It's just about coming to a boil, which I'm going to put approximately 2 cups of shredded cooked chicken. Now I do have a recipe how to boil just chicken. This was 4 thighs. Now if you don't want to boil your chicken, you can go ahead and get a rotisserie chicken, and I'm going to put it in because we just want this to just actually cook for 5 minutes, and it's just going to boil, and then we're going to lower it to a simmer and then it's done. Can you believe how fast this is? Well, you're going to see how beautiful it is. I got some vegetable oil in a small pan, and I'm putting in those sliced corn tortillas. Remember, we're going to crisp them for a little bit. Now I have to stop. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. My soup is coming to a rolling boil back here, and I'm going to put it on a low for 5 minutes and simmer it, and then it's done. So let's keep an eye on these. Do not move away from the kitchen because we want these to be really crispy. So just we're going to leave them for about a minute on one side. Don't keep moving them. I'm just going to let them sit there. So I'll be back when they're crunchy. Okay, I'm going to check the soup. It's simmering, and ooh, look at how pretty. Look at the chunks of chicken and that wonderful green chili in a red sauce. You're going to love this. Now it's been several minutes, and this is what you want. You want them to be crunchy and hard. Can you hear that? These are just about done. I'm going to do them a tiny bit longer, but you can pull them out about this time, but I want them a little more, so it's your preference. I have a Scott towel here. You're going to want to drain them and then just set them right there, and these will be for the top of the soup. It's all done, and I'm turning it off, and it's time to serve. So I've got a bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and get a ladle and ladle this in. You can kind of get as much chicken as you want, and of course some of this broth, and then we are going to, I'm just going to put a little bit just to show you. Now here's where the condiments come in. We're going to put a few slices of the avocado on top. Just lay some on there. Now I like a lot of avocado, so I'm putting a whole bunch. And then we're going to put some cojita cheese on top, and then you can also garnish it with a little bit of scallions green onions, and a few pieces of cilantro. I'm going to throw that in there. Look how pretty this looks. And then just scatter your cilantro pieces all the way around. This is such a pretty dish. And the last thing, of course, is the crunchy little corn tortillas, and that is it. Look how beautiful this looks. Now I'm putting cojita cheese, but you could put Monterey Jack cheese if you want. It's up to you. And the very, very last thing is if you want to squeeze some lime in there, here it goes. It might splash everywhere. And that is it. I've got to try it. Look how fast and easy this was. Got the chicken in there, the wonderful broth, and I'm gonna try this. Perfect. I just wanted to let you know I made another bowl here, and I wanted to let you know off camera that I added a little more salt, so you're going to need to check for the salt level for your preference. And I just wanted to let you know also that some people put corn and black beans, but I didn't. So this is how I made it today, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be back with the scripture of the day. Psalms 31. O Lord, I come to you for protection. Don't let me be disgraced. Save me, for you do what's right. Turn your ear, listen to me. Rescue me quickly. Be my rock of protection, a fortress where I am safe. You are my rock and my fortress. Pull me from the trap of my enemies that they have set for me, for I find protection in you alone. I trust you, Lord. You are faithful. You are a God that rescues. I rejoice in your unfailing love, for you have seen my troubles and you care about the anguish of my soul. You have set me in a safe place. I am trusting in you, O Lord. You are my God. My future is in your hands. Let your favor shine on your servant. How great is your goodness. You lavish it on those who come to you for protection, blessing them before the watching world.